Welcome back. In the last class we have solved a problem in which there was only single sphere. Now in this case we have two spheres. Let us try to solve this problem. Now I will read the statement given. So to here the question is, two spheres each of radius 100 mm and weight 5 kN is in a rectangular box as shown in figure. We need to calculate the reaction at all contact points. Let us solve this one. Now here in this problem they have not shown a contact points. We need to assume it. Okay, so can you guess how many contact points we have for this given problem? We'll start from left end. So let's say this is A, one contact point, it is B, whereas in between these two sphere to sphere contact, so it is 3 and it is 4. Totally we have 4 number of contact points. Okay, so it means we are supposed to calculate 4 reactions. Okay, if this problem has been asked twice in the examination, about 8 to 10 marks. Okay, let us try to solve this one. Now by looking at the figure we can say, now look at here. Here we have left side we have vertical plane, so reaction will be horizontal. So at B we have a horizontal plane, so reaction will be vertical. At D the plane is vertical, so reaction will be horizontal, perpendicular to this horizontal. But in case of C, the reaction will be inclined. Okay, now this is where we are supposed to calculate. As I said, the reaction is inclined, we need an angle, and the reaction at C will be act along the line joining the center of this two circle. I will repeat once again. The reaction at C will be inclined, this I came to know, and this will act along the line joining the centers of this two circle. Okay, now before to move ahead, first let us try to calculate the angle made by this line which joins two center of a circle. Now look at here. To calculate an angle, we need to drop a perpendicular from here and join with this center. So we got a triangle. I will draw here. This is the triangle we got. This is center. This we got by adjoining the two centers of a circle. And as we know that the two spheres each of radius 100, it means from this center about the circumference is 100. From this circumference about the center it is 100. So it's 100 plus 100 is 200. So the length from this point about this point is 200. Now to get the angle, to calculate the angle, we need one more side. So let's try to get the one more side. Which side can be calculated? There is a question. Now look at here. The rectangular box, width of the rectangular box is given, which is 300. So total is 300. Now I will number it. A, B, C, D is already used, so I will make a small a, small b and small c. I will take this as small a, small b, small c. Small ac is known, whereas we want small ab, because from this given geometry we can calculate the base of this triangle considered. So look at here. To calculate small ab, the total width is 300, so just first write 300 minus total is 300, in which if I remove one time of radius, this circle radius which is 100, minus one time of this radius. If I remove this radius as well as this radius, I will get this distance, so minus again 100. Right, so here small ab is equal to 300 minus 200 is 100 millimeter. So this is 100 millimeter. Now we can easily calculate theta. So theta is equal to, or we can say base by hypotenuse cos theta. Cos theta is equal to base by hypotenuse, which is 200. Or cos theta is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2. So theta is cos inverse of 0.5. What is cos inverse of 0.5? work out and tell me what is the cosine of 0.5 is theta is equal to 60 degree. This is the angle. Okay, we got angle. Now let us try to show the forces acting on each sphere. So I will number one, this is the first sphere and this is second sphere. It is easy to understand, and bifurcate which are the forces acting on sphere 1 and sphere 2. Now I have taken sphere 1, and this is downward sphere, at which we contact point A. So as I told, plane is vertical, reaction will be horizontal. Perpendicular to this plane, so it's horizontal, it is RA. As this plane is horizontal, here reaction will be vertical, which is RB. Whereas, as we know that, now one more point you're supposed to understand here is, while solving a problem on sphere, always reaction will be pointing towards the circumference of the circle. Always, when you consider this, when you show the forces acting on a sphere, we need to show the arrow mark is towards the circumference of the circle. Now here we have contact point C, so where the reaction, as we know, the reaction will be inclined, it is RC, and the arrow mark should be pointing towards the circumference of the circle considered. In this case I have considered circle 1, so the reaction should be pointing towards the circumference 1. So this angle is 60 degree with respect to X. Okay, these are the three reactions are acting. One more is self weight, which is 5 kilonewton. It is given. Look at here, totally we have 4 number of forces, so we can apply Lem's theorem. 3 number of unknowns, so it is not possible to solve at this instant. Leave it. Now what we do is, we try to show the forces acting on sphere 2. Sphere 2. So the number of contact points are, first is C. As we know that RC is inclined, which is making an angle 60 degree with respect to X. Then we have, look at here, at this point D is making a D is with respect to vertical plane, so reaction will be horizontal. So here the reaction is RD, which is horizontal. Okay, next thing is self weight, which is 5 kilonewton, because each sphere of 100 mm having a weight 5 kilonewton. This is also 5 kilonewton. Now the one contact point, 2 contact point, self weight. So totally we have 3 forces are acting on this sphere. Among these 3, 1 is known and 2 are unknown. We can easily apply the Lem's theorem. So I will draw a plus mark and try to show the forces acting on it. Now when this RD passes through the CG, it has to be shown towards the right, and it is RD. When this RC passes through the CG, it has to be shown in first quadrant. First quadrant, RC making an angle 60 degree. Then this 5 kilonewton must pass through the CG, it has to be shown downward, 5 kilonewton. In the first quadrant, when it is making 60, this is 30 degree. This is here no for 90, 90, and this is 90. Now apply the Lem's theorem. When you apply the Lem's theorem, first write known force, which is 5 kilonewton. 5 divided by sine of. When I have chosen 5 kilonewton, the opposite two forces are RC and RD. The angle between these two is 90 plus 30. 90 plus 30 is 120. Okay, which is equals to, I will first consider RC divided by sine of. When I consider RC, this RC, the opposite two forces RD and 5 kilonewton. The angle between these two forces, only one angle, which is 90, divided by RD divided by sine of. When I consider RD, this force I have considered, the opposite two forces RC and this 5 kilonewton. Angle between this 5 and RC is 90 plus 60, which is 150. 150. Now, if you want to calculate RC, compare first to RC is equal to 5 into sine 90 divided by sine 120, which is equal to 5.77 kilonewton. Next is RD is equal to 5 into sine 150 divided by sine 120, which is 2.88 kilonewton. Now let us try to calculate other two reactions, RA and RB. To do that, again we need to resolve the force. So what I do is, I will draw one more plus mark here. Okay. I will make use of this figure. Okay. When RA passes through CG, it has to be shown towards the right. It is RA. Okay. Then when this RC passes through CG, it has to be shown in third quadrant. It is RC, making an angle 60 degree with respect to X. Then phi, when this phi act vertically down, it has to be shown downward, that is phi. Then RB is acting upward. So totally we have 4 number of forces. So here RA, RB and phi, these are acting on X and Y, whereas RC has to be resolved. So what I do, RB as it is, RA as it is, then phi as it is. But we need to resolve this RC with respect to X. Angle is given with respect to X, so X component is cos. So it is RC into cos 60. Vertical component is RC into sin 60. Okay. Now we'll make a summation of H is equal to 0. Right side acting force are positive, left side acting force are negative. These are sign convention. RA is acting towards the right. RA minus RC cos 60 is equal to 0. So we'll get RA is equal to, RC we already known, RC is 5.77. So when minus goes to RC become plus, 5.77 cos 60. So therefore RA is 5.77 cos 60, 2.88. Now when you make your summation of V is equal to 0, upward acting force are positive, down acting force are negative. Look at this figure. RB is acting upward plus, minus RC sin 60 minus phi is equal to 0, because both are acting downward. So now RB is equal to phi plus RC is already known, which is 5.77 sin 60. So RB is 9.996 kilonewton. This is the answer.